Hello there, I'm Tania Wealth Astronumerologist, and welcome to your January new moon forecast. And I'm super excited because we've had sort of a crazy full moon earlier in the month, and this one's just so beautiful and harmonious, and the code is just spectacular. So now the sun moves into Aquarius on the 20th of January, and moments later the new moon forms at 0 degrees. And right after it, Mercury goes retrograde, so we can process what's happening. So, all right, so let me tell you first of all that this has no challenging aspects, this new moon. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the code is spectacular, and it's a super moon, so it's going to affect you in an even deeper, bigger way. Now, already this year with my clients, I've been channeling one message repeatedly, and that is that you can measure the quality of your life, including your blockage or flow of money, by the quality of your relationships. Now, 2015 is a powerful wealth code, you know that, but it's also a big code for love. It's an awakening of the power of your emotional well-being. So being sensitive to your sixth sense, your intuition, paying attention to your relationships in a sacred way, that's going to literally impact your ability to generate money. So the environment that you create around you is the environment of financial abundance. So think of it that way. Now, what I've seen already this year is that we've stepped through the veil. We've stepped through a portal into other dimensions. And you know the code is about magic and alchemy this year. So the way energy is present in your life, the way energy is expressed and processed as a sacred resource, that is the measurement that you will feel from one sector of your life to another. It's all going to impact you at once. So energy works very dynamically right now. And it's really super exciting. It's a bit scary because you know, it's like you're totally in the driver's seat now, and you're calling all the shots, and you're the one directing all the energy that's at your disposal, right? And your life is mirroring what you do instantly. So the symbol for the year 2015 is the number 8, and that is about infinite resources. It is about energies. So you can see how this 8 universal year initiates such a high potential for abundance and wealth and manifestation of your power. But what differentiates this from other 8 universal years is this spiritual nature of the code. And this month, during the 4th of 5 consecutive new moons at 0 degrees, the literal 0 point, this message is even more important because the reset button is now transferred to the new year. And the first new moon is the onset of your awakening. So it's a literal celebration of seeing beyond the veil. And the 0 represents a lot of things. In 2015, the number 8 is like 2 zeros on top of each other, right? So you have to just understand that this represents the above and the below. The 2 circles are intertwined. They're eternally connected. They form the infinity symbol. And so the upper 0 is your heaven. The bottom 0 is your earth. And you've got the spiritual, the material, the inner, the outer, the above, the below. And so both are part of one whole. So without one or the other, you can't have balance. And in 2015, there is a full awakening of how everything in your life is interconnected. Everything, everyone, every thought, every feeling you have, every particle on earth, every decision impacts you and the people around you. So having said that, it follows that your most intimate relationships with your lover, your partner, your family, your mentors, and that could mean soul family, of course, and your dearest friends, all of these are a reflection of your wealth, of your well-being. And it's manifesting in such a dynamic way. So you'll be shifting to this abundant reality on a core level where the feedback is going to be instantaneous. So you'll experience very clearly that having a passionate love affair with life is the ultimate well-being wealth generator. Now, this new moon facilitates a lot of confidence in you, has a deep impact. And so from this point onwards, you're going to really ground your spiritual awareness in everything you do. And that's because Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn and the ancient ruler of Aquarius, Saturn forms a beautiful, harmonious aspect to the sun and moon. And wait till you see the code a little bit later on. Now, Saturn is about order and discipline, self-discipline. So it's going to make you stronger over the next 4 weeks. And you'll feel an urge to embrace your responsibilities with the full understanding that they fulfill your soul anyway. And so what's so fantastic is that you'll tap into self-reliance in a way that you'll be more comfortable with following your bliss and more comfortable with merging what truly fulfills you, and even doing that with another person without compromising your integrity. So this new moon is a deliberate and methodical energy, and it's so perfect for the first month of the year because it's allowing you to map out your message with a lot of precision and control as we start the year. And so there's also an endurance factor and a strength with this first new moon of the year. And it really sets in place a deep commitment to joy and love and a passionate engagement to life. Now I want to share a bit more of the code, like I said, because it's so amazing. The new moon happens on the 20th of January. And when you add all the digits for that date, they total 11. Now 11 is a portal. 11 is a master number in numerology. And the number 20 for January 20th, the day that both the sun moves into Aquarius and we have the Aquarius new moon, that number 20 shares the same single digit root number with 11 because they both reduce to the number 2. 2 plus 0 is 2 and 1 plus 1 is 2. And Saturn, the planet forming that harmonious relationship with the new moon, Saturn lies at 2 degrees. So it's an incredible activation of the number 2. And so it clearly plays a big factor. So let's look at that number. So 2 reflects 2 opposites. It symbolizes all our relationships to one another. It symbolizes the relationship of you to your environment. It's about balance. And even in the number 8, which represents all of 2015, you've got 2 zeros, as we said before, and that's heaven and earth. Well, those 2 are balancing each other. It's the number 2 again. So it's a very powerful dynamic of your inner and outer balance. And the activation through the 00 code as well, with the 2 eyes of the soul, and the 11, we got two ones, 2 zeros, we got the number 2. That's a really strong code. And so let's look at it a little bit more closely. So 11 is the portal into the unknown. 2 is the portal into peace. 00 is the portal into eternity. 8 is the portal into infinite consciousness. And January this year, being a 9 universal month, is the portal into unconditional love. So this new moon is an initiation into peaceful coexistence, loving relationships, a total connection to all of life, being plugged into infinite consciousness, and of course, plugging in to the infinite resources that are yours to claim at any time. So let me leave you with these words. I am so utterly present in the 0 point of this moment. I communicate from a place of infinite expansion. What I say and do and think, what I am, makes me richer than what I was moments before. This 0 point and 11 portal message for the new moon in January is very strong. And if you can just accept and let go all the imperfections as they occur and just move fully engaged and passionate to the next moment and then again and again and do that over, it's really going to activate something very, very magical for you. Okay, so now the veil is open. You can walk through, you can be the fully multi-dimensional being that you truly are. You can see everything. And I want you also to enjoy the Mercury retrograde because it's really rich this year. It happens from the 21st of January through February 11th. And Mercury stations retrograde at 17 degrees, which is amazing because 17 is the immortality number and it reduces to 8, right? So beautiful Mercury is beginning its sojourn backwards on the 21st, which is our 21st century, symbol of that. And it ends on the 11th of February, which is the portal number of the new moon. And so embrace it. It's helping you. And so really, there's no reason that you shouldn't just embrace the magic of this last moment in January. So thank you so much for joining me and for sharing in this beautiful message. Have a wonderful end of the month, and I'll see you in February.